Welcome back to Nerd Tigs. I'm Justin. That's John.
Yes.
And our guest, Brian.
Hello.
And we're here to talk about Jack Daniel's Triple Mash.
Hell yeah.
Lambert's going to tell us about it.
Triple mash. Triple mash. So real quickly, it's a blend of 3 bonded whiskeys. It's a Tennessee whiskey, a malt, and a rye bonded. So it's 100 proof. And according to the website, it's like nothing else on the market.
I can attest to that.
That's what they say. No, there's more than that. So Jack Daniel's, it's got a long and storied history. Jack Daniel's, the distillery.
Do they say if it's even parts?
I will get into that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So a little bit about the distillery. So Jack Daniel's was founded by Jasper Newton Daniel in 1866, and Jack Daniel's was the first registered distillery in the United States. It's got a long and illustrious history. I will not go into that, but I will say that in 1904, Old Number 7 won the gold medal at the World's Fair in St. Louis.
Dun, dun, dun.
We will not also be having the argument as to whether or not Jack Daniel's, in fact, makes bourbon or whiskey. We're going to just call it Tennessee whiskey, which is what they say. Yeah?
That's what they say.
On. Okay.
That's what they say.
There are legalities around that.
There are legalities. So from the website about this particular one, Jack Daniel's Triple Mash is a bottle and bond whiskey, which means it must be distilled by a single distiller during a single distillation season, matured in a government-bonded warehouse for at least 4 years, and bottled at 100 proof. Barrels are hand-selected for their characteristics of deeper color, flavor, and aroma, which deliver a darker, richer, and more oak-forward character. It's a big, bold Tennessee whiskey at 100 proof with layered notes of caramel, rich oak, and spice, giving way to pleasantly lingering finish. It is non-age stated, but as you can guess, it's bonded, so it's got to be at least 4 years old. It's bonded, so it's 100 proof. The mash bill. It is 60% Jack Daniel's Tennessee Rye whiskey, which is made up of 70% rye, 18% corn, and 12% malted barley. It is 12% Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey, which is 80% corn, 12% rye, and 8% malted barley, and 20% Jack Daniel's American malt. Yes, Jack Daniel's makes an American malt, which is 100% malted barley.
Not available for retail sale in the state of Missouri.
No,
Yes.
it's not. It does have tasting notes, but I will hold off on those, and we can get right into it. And MSRP, $33. And that is a 700 milliliter bottle, not $750.
That's relatively new. The laws were changed. Maybe a year ago. That and I originally thought that it was only for imports because the rest of the world uses the metric system because it's better. Sorry, it is.
Sorry, America.
But they use 700 milliliter bottles in the rest of the world. For a global company like Jack Daniel's, owned by Brown-Forman, a 700 ml bottle is a natural thing for them. They're going to sell a 700 milliliter bottle for the same price that they sell a 750 milliliter bottle.
Yeah.
So it's just math.
We want that extra 50. We're Americans.
Well, we
Give
have
me
that
that
extra 50.
110%.
We have the extra 50 here because 750 milliliters is a fifth of a gallon.
Yeah.
And so if you've heard people refer to it as a fifth, oh, give me a fifth of Jack, right? That's 750 milliliters. It doesn't make any sense to the rest of the world. They don't know what the fuck a quarter pounder is. So
Royale with cheese.
right. So this, I thought it was only for things made in the rest of the world that were imported into the United States. I'm learning now that nope, it was for everything. If you want to bottle on a 700 mil, you can bottle on a 700 mil. My professional opinion is everybody's going to start bottling in a 700 mil. It's less glass. It's less product. You're not going to charge any less for the product.
Exactly.
You're going to charge the same amount that you are for 750. Johnny Walker Black's going to cost the same, and they're going to keep 50 milliliters of it. It's kind of like when Jack Daniel's long ago switched from being 86 proof to 80 proof. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall in that meeting. How are we going to increase profits? We could add water.
We could add water. Just make it 80 proof.
You're fired. Let's make it.
We're doing it anyway. So
right,
let's get
doing
into the nose, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's kind of already said beforehand. It is,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a ripe banana
Yeah.
is what I'm smelling. And I get a little bit of cherry, too.
There's lots of tropical fruits here.
Yeah, not a lot of
Pineapple
ethanol
and-
either.
Yeah. Nope. But the malt is really coming through too. That malto meal type of aroma.
I get the malt, and it smells like a rye.
I like rice.
I mean, 60%. It's 60% Tennessee rye whiskey, so that makes sense. But like that definitely is the predominant flavor
Taste
for the nose.
for the nose. Yeah.
Still lots of banana,
Yeah, it really is.
but balanced with the spice of the rye. So
And some of the malt.
Yeah.
I still get the malt. But right at the beginning, right
Yeah.
at the front is where the malt kicks in, and then it just kind of goes away.
There's something like in there. It's almost like a syrup, like French toast or something like that. Maybe pancakes. It's got a nice thick, syrupy flavor, sugary flavor to it.
yeah,
for me.
yeah, it's. I don't get the sweet on the tip of my tongue, but definitely reminds you of something very
with the
sweet.
mouthfeel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I just ate some French toast.
Some cinnamon toast crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Or almost like you're at IHOP and you grab one of those cherry syrups or something like that.
I also get a
Swirling
little bit of
banana.
heat in the back. Not off the initial taste, but a little
Yep.
bit of spice sticking around there.
A lingering
Back
finish.
of the throat. The flavor goes away pretty quick, but the heat sticks around.
Yep.
Yeah. The wood shows up more with water. With the addition of water, it's definitely more of the oak comes through
Okay.
towards the back and in the throat.
I like it.
I think it's good.
Yeah, I do.
What are we supposed to be getting out of it?
So it's interesting because I'm not quite sure what they mean, and I'll show you guys. We won't be able to show the listener, but so here's what they have for the tasting notes, and I don't know what all of these symbols actually mean. So I can read them, but I assume nose, palate, finish.
So dried fruit, oaken toast. No, I think what they're saying is from the barrel you're getting dried fruit, oaken toast. From the char you're getting honey sweetness.
And an underlying grain spice and dried oak,
Right.
and then
What was the last symbol? Oh, from the Lincoln County process, from the the mellowing through 12 feet of sugar maple charcoal that Jack Daniels does.
rounded with browned bread and a hint of char.
Yeah,
I'll take the brown bread as French toast.
but that definitely and
well,
that,
and then honey sweetness with underlying grain spice.
Yeah.
and the Lincoln County process.
And you got
always
the
gives
dried
you-
oak with the water,
with the water, yeah,
Yep.
and the Lincoln County process always gives you banana peel.
and there's toast.
Yeah, this is banana French
Oak and
toast.
Nailed it. Okay. Well, time for nerd take rating time. Brian, you get to go first.
Pressure's on.
The guest always goes first.
Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?
Is that what we're going for?
That's what I'm going
8
for.
Stormtrooper?
Yeah.
Stormtrooper Luke.
It is quite delicious. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's
I can't find flaws.
it's got good nose.
think
It's got good
I'm gonna
flavor.
go slightly lower. I'm going with a 7, which is still a pretty good score. Dagobah Luke.
That's where I was leaning too. Dagobah Luke. I'm
Always,
a copycat.
we're always right there.
We're
Same
we're,
rating.
we're simpatico.
Hive mind. All right. Well, there you have it. It's the Jack Daniels Triple Mash.
Check it out if you can find it.
Yeah, man, it's pretty good, especially for $30, right?
For $33, yeah, if you can find it MSRP, that's a steal.
Absolute steal. All right. Nerd takes. Cheers.
There it takes.
Cheers.